turned into awkward mornings.
She's an awkward, nerdy kid.
This is The Morning After with the Playhouse.
All right, with a 194 Morning Playhouse morning after story, we got you, Nicole. Can you tell us about your fun night before they got awkward at some point, I'm assuming?
Yeah. So I met this guy, totally great guy, a couple weeks ago. We went out for our first date this weekend. Honestly, it couldn't have gone any better. I mean, we had dinner, we grabbed cocktails, and we ended up back at his apartment. And, we ended up staying up talking until 3 a.m. So I ended up just staying the night. And before anyone out there gets judgy, no, we didn't do anything. I just ended up crashing on his couch. But the next morning, I was leaving his apartment and just kind of really feeling good about everything for the first time in a while. And we were walking down the hallway, towards the elevator. And one of his neighbors, came out of her apartment, and she looked right at me and smiled really big. And she's like, "Oh, finally, it's so nice to meet you." And I just kind of smiled back, assuming she was just being super friendly. And this is where it gets kind of awkward. She was like, I've heard so much about you. I can't believe I'm finally getting to meet Ashley. And I stared at her because my name isn't Ashley.
I was going to say, well, I'm sorry, we called you the wrong name. Oh my God, the famous Ashley. Did you say that's not me?
No, not right away, because before I could even say anything, she was just like, he talks about you all the time, and I was starting to think that you didn't even exist. And the guy just got this super panic look on his face, and then finally I was like, I'm Ashley.
What happened?
Yeah, which made the neighbor just freeze, and she kind of it got way awkward. She looked at him and looked back at me and mumbled something really quick about needing to go back inside, and literally turned around and essentially ran back into her apartment. Yeah, so the elevator ride after that was really very painfully quiet. Yeah, and you know what? I'm I get it. People have lives, but when I finally asked him who Ashley was, he had admitted that he had been seeing someone else until just a few days before our date.
Recent.
Yes. But according to him, things were just over, and he just hadn't told any of his neighbors yet. So I guess that's why they assumed I was the same Ashley they'd been hearing about, I guess. And he just insisted that it was just really bad timing. But part of me is is that really what happened? Or if I just kind of accidentally found out I wasn't the only person he was dating? I mean, which is fine. Look, we've gone on one date. I don't know. Would you believe this explanation? Or would you just kind of assume that the neighbor, just accidentally called him out?
Boy. Now, is it your gut feeling that you would ever want to see this person again, or are you kind of leaning towards I'm probably good?
I just haven't had this nice of a date with anyone in a really long time. I certainly haven't stayed up until 3 a.m. Most nights I'm crashed by 10. But just the conversation was awesome. He's a really good guy. And I want to believe he's telling the truth, but I just don't know.
Well, you know what? You sound like you could be an Ashley. I think you just embrace it.
No.
You are Ashley now.
Oh, I'm not going to change my name.
Well, I mean, good luck with the decision, I guess, if you want to see, because it seems like you're at least on the fence. I mean, maybe you just go move forward and keep feeling them out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's tough. You never know what to believe when you meet people for the first time, but he is a good guy.
All right. Well, we appreciate the morning after story either way. Ashley, not Ashley. Appreciate it. Now, I mean, really, he was fine. It was just the neighbor that was awkward, really. Do you think you would spend time with somebody like that again? Or would you be like, I'd have to know more about who Ashley is?
Well, that's what someone in the text clip said. I would take his explanation and believe him. You haven't been together long enough to hold it against him. And I almost think that is true. Like, this is the first time you guys
Actually went out, yeah.
went out. You're going to have a past. Like, maybe he really was dating someone else. You guys are dating. You just started. That's normal to see multiple people. So I wonder if that is true. He was dating someone, and then that's like coming to an end. The fact, though, that he says he hasn't, did he end it with her, or he just hasn't told the neighbors that he ended it? That's where it seemed kind of strange.